Welcome back to Consulting the Cryptic, everyone. We are hyped for today's episode because we are talking about Mothman.
Mothman.
Our favorite cryptid. Well, my favorite cryptid. Is he your favorite cryptid?
He's a cryptid, so.
He's a cryptid.
But I mean,
yeah, we're repping the Mothman merch today.
Yeah, merch.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say there. Yes, Mothman. We got bumped into each other. This is my futon. Get off.
Hey, this is my futon.
Yeah, technically, I bought this for you.
I'm kidding. No, it's not mine.
No, literally, I bought this couch for you. We are quite giggly today because we are excited. Mothman is a cryptid from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. The first sightings were from 1966. This cryptid is just interesting.
He's interesting.
Because the sightings are few and far between, but the first sighting was actually not the famous sighting that everyone talks about, the Scarberry Mallet sighting, where Mothman came in and swooped in on a few teenagers driving a car at night. It was actually a few grave diggers that saw Mothman as they were literally digging a grave, but we will get into that in a second. We actually Lee doesn't like that.
Grave diggers.
Oh. Yeah, that it was like an omen or something. Yeah. But we will get into those in a moment. We actually went to the Mothman Statue and Museum in Point Pleasant, West Virginia together, and we got some footage from there, so we will insert that now for your viewing pleasure.
Sure.
Today, Lee and I are going to the Mothman Museum in Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
And we're gonna see Mothman and smack his booty, the statue.
It's gonna be great. Let's go.
Woo!
Alright, we're here at the Mothman statue in Point Pleasant. How you feeling?
I felt good. I smacked his booty.
Here he is in all of his glory.
Turn around. Go to the butt.
Oh yeah, and there's the butt. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah. Alright, we hope you enjoyed that. We had quite the fun time staring at Mothman's butt.
Yes, that was actually the highlight of my visit.
Yeah, was staring. I mean, he has just such a sculpted butt.
He really does. And also, the person that modeled his butt was in the cafe, and we didn't go and see him. I don't know why.
Yeah, we were at the, we were standing outside at the statue, taking pictures, doing our thing. And a girl comes out, and she was like, oh, the guy who modeled for Mothman, I think specifically for the butt.
Yes,
is sitting in the cafe right now. We looked at each other and we were like, what? Like, if you've ever seen the BuzzFeed Unsolved episode where they go to Point Pleasant, looking for the Mothman, they go to a little cafe. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. But, it's a cafe right next to the statue and museum.
Right, like you have the museum, the statue, and then the cafe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're just separated by the road, and then the museum. Statue is right in the middle.
Right. And there's also, Point Pleasant is a very small town. It's very cute. There's also a little place called Village Pizza down the road where also featured in the BuzzFeed Unsolved video where
we drove by it.
Mm-hmm. Where you can go and get a Mothman pizza with toppings shaped like Mothman. Very, very interesting. But the town of Point Pleasant is crazy about Mothman. They hold a Mothman festival every September. I don't think they did this past year because of the pandemic, but they hold it every September and people come from far and wide to celebrate. I think it's not only Mothman, but cryptids of all kinds. Right. Like the Flatwoods Monster, which also comes from West Virginia, which in a few episodes, yes, our Flatwoods Monster poster. We will be talking about the Flatwoods Monster in a few episodes because we have a West Virginia cryptid episode. So stay tuned for that. But The people of West Virginia are crazy about Mothman. I mean, considering they have a literal statue.
They really did. I can't get over the butt. I can't.
The butt is...
It's like, why? But also, I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, I just want to know...
Mothman is swole!
He got that gluteus maximus.
The emphasis on the maximus.
For real, though.
Okay, should we start with the history of Mothman?
Yes.
All right. So let's start with the appearance of the creature. Mm-hmm. Mothman is a bipedal winged humanoid. It has been described as either being black, gray, or brown. It has a height of 7 feet and a wingspan of 10 to 15 feet, which that kind of surprises me. It's like, how do they know it's 7 feet? Like, were you staring at Mothman long enough to know that it's 7 feet?
Tall.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's tall, but how do you know it's exactly 7 feet?
No, I'm sure it's just like...
It's like a...
approximately,
yeah,
like 7
it's like
feet.
an estimate. Okay, that makes sense.
Because, like, I mean... Yeah, that's a guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Because it's not like we're going to measure you.
Mothman, can I take your height, please?
Like, give me your arm with your wingspan. Be like a tailor, but for Mothman.
Yeah, like, can I make you a coat, Mr. Mothman?
Can I make you a suit?
Honey,
where's my super suit? What?
Where? Oh my god. The Scarberry Mallet reports credit Mothman as being able to fly at up to speeds of 100 miles per hour. And that is because, you know, their car was going fast because they were trying to get the heck away from this thing.
I don't blame them.
That was chasing their car. One of the most notable features of Mothman are the red glowing eyes that those who have seen him have reported. And the thing is with Mothman, I remember I've read and, you know, watched several things about Mothman because obviously, you know, Mothman enthusiast here. It's the sound it makes. You think a huge creature like this would have a deep roar or something. No.
It could sound like the hawk or something.
Yeah, it goes...
Or just be quiet.
It goes...
Like...
It makes this, like, timid, like, little mouse noise.
Yeah.
And it's like...
It's so...
Yeah, that's something that's, like, makes me think, okay, maybe the people who saw it are not, you know... They're kind of being truthful here, you know what I mean?
Right, because it's I guess the reasoning why is because it's such an odd sound that you wouldn't put it with this, like, because it's just the cliche to add, like, a really loud noise.
Right, like a really, like, deep growl or something with
like
it.
Something intimidating. But this is a high-pitched little squeal. Whatever it is. Oh, it's like a pig.
Right.
Pig with a mouse.
Yes. Like, it's this very just small noise, and it's like, that makes you think, okay, maybe these people are not
tripping lion.
Right, exactly. So let's get into some sightings. So, at the Mothman Museum in Point Pleasant, there is actually papers of the first sightings from the Scarberry Mallet. You know, two couples that were driving down a road on November 15th, 1966. This is the most famous sighting of Mothman, but this was actually not the first sighting of Mothman.
Right.
Because the first sighting of Mothman was not reported until after the Scarberry Mallet sighting. Yeah. The first recorded Mothman sighting was on November 12th, 1966, near Clendenin, West Virginia. 5 men were in a cemetery preparing a grave for burial when they saw something they couldn't explain. Lifting off from nearby trees was a brown winged creature. The men held to the fact that what lifted off beyond the trees was no bird, it was a humanoid. So, you know, this was the first sighting, and like I said, they didn't exactly report it until after, you know, these people, you know, after the Scarberry Mallet sighting, because they were like, you know, we don't want to be seen as crazy.
Right.
So,
but yeah, that description of like this black thing. It's like, I am Batman.
Yeah, I don't know why they call it Mothman, because moths are tiny little things. Well, some moths.
But there's also maybe the shape of his wings, I think, is also the... Because it's
True.
not like he's Butterfly Man. that's so, like, not intimidating.
Hey, look, it's Butterfly Man.
He'd be like, Butterfly Man!
And he comes and swoops down, I am not a butterfly.
He'd be like...
The little squeak he makes.
Say I'm not a Butterfly Man, I'm Mothman. He's like, yeah.
Oh my god.
He really said,
He said, I am intimidating.
I am intimidation. I'm the definition. Of
Yes, I am. Yeah. So then 3 days later, this is the most famous sighting of the one we've been referencing. On November 15th, 1966, two young couples from Point Pleasant, West Virginia, Roger and Linda Scarberry and Steve and Mary Mallett, told police they saw a large gray creature whose eyes, quote unquote, glowed red when the car's headlights picked it up? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They described a large flying man with 10-foot wings following their car while they were driving in an area outside known as the TNT area, which we
drove by.
We drove by there.
It's like a straight road.
Yes, which we will insert some footage right here. That's just a little footage of, the TNT area. It's literally just kind of woods and a straight road. The big areas of the TNT plant are kind of blocked off.
Yeah.
But, a lot of it is kind of toxic waste now, like the water. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the TNT plant was a site of former World War II munitions area, so there's like bunkers there.
Right.
And there was also like not a testing area, but there was like a plant of some sort there.
Right.
And so one people's theory with Mothman was like, okay, what if Mothman was a test of some sort that like got out from the plant or something?
Right. I can imagine that.
And and people are like, oh yeah, Mothman lives in the TNT plant, the abandoned TNT plant.
Right.
It's kind of silly, but after
it's like the Mothman origin story. I chased down this couple, flew over some grave robbers or grave diggers.
Grave robbers.
That's all right.
Hey, change up the story a little bit. But after the Scarberry Mallets, they, after that sighting, they went to the police.
Yeah.
Like I said, and the police were like, all right, these people are probably tripping on LSD. So they put the 4 people in separate rooms and were like, write out your stories. And the 4 stories matched up completely. And they were like, all right, this is kind of sus. Maybe we should go investigate. And so during the next few days, other people were coming in and reporting similar sightings. They went out to this area and were seeing like huge, like large tracks that didn't look like anything they'd ever seen before. It was just very, very weird. People didn't know what to think. And in West Virginia, December 15th, 1967, the collapse of the Silver Bridge that killed 46 people. People think Mothman was responsible for that. Because one, it was in Point Pleasant. And people were like, oh, we saw Mothman on top of it. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? What?
Mothman.
He's responsible for it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And in the Mothman Museum, there's a whole section on the Silver Bridge collapse. Like, it was intense. Like I said, 46 people died. There were a whole bunch of cars on the bridge when it happened. But yeah, people literally blame Mothman for that, and like other horrible events that happened. People think that they saw him there.
There's at that little kind of exhibit part, there was a display of like a Lego Silver Bridge, like, and then they had Mothman on top, and I was like, all right, okay, cool,
right.
But yeah, it was really cool seeing the exhibit though, because when we were talking about the witnesses of Mothman and how they had their different reports, there was a little drawing of Mothman, and it was so cool, like to see kind of the first real Mothman sketch. It was neat.
Yeah, and it was just, I kind of applaud the first witnesses for coming forward, because I know that probably couldn't have been easy. Like, I'm sure they were ridiculed. And also, Linda Scarberry, she was visited by the Men in Black. we talked about this in the Men in Black episode, but she was visited by the Men in Black after talking about Mothman. And they were like, hey, shut up. Like,
keep
hey,
your mouth shut.
Get your EpiPen and get out of my house. But yeah, that's
what Linda to the Men in Black.
Literally. But yeah, she was and there's stuff about the Men in Black because of all of that in the Mothman Museum.
I'm sure there were a lot more sightings of the Men in Black after the whole Mothman incident, because I feel like a lot more cryptids started kind of showing up after that.
Right. Flatwoods Monster, the Grafton Monster.
People in West Virginia were just like, let's go.
Yeah, they were just freaking out.
I feel like, like West Virginia is like the whole center of like all the conspiracies.
Yeah, but it's West Virginia, so
It's wild and weird. It's not wild and wonderful.
Wild and wonderful? Yeah, more like wild and weird.
There we go. I was waiting to hear that.
Oh my gosh. But there has been a lot of what's the word I'm looking for?
Sightings?
No. A lot of speculation as there we go. Sorry. My brain just blanked for a second.
Said loading.
Yeah. Abigail.exe loading. There's a lot of speculation as to what Mothman could be. Some pseudoscience adherents, such as UFOologists, that's a thing.
UFOologists?
Yep. Paranormal authors and cryptozoologists think that Mothman is an alien, a supernatural manifestation, or a previously unknown species of animal.
That could be possible. That's what I think Bigfoot is.
Right. In the 1975 book, The Mothman Prophecies, which was made into a movie with Richard Gere, the author claimed that the Point Pleasant residents experienced precognitions, including premonitions of the collapse of the Silver Bridge, unidentified flying object sightings, visits from inhuman or threatening men in black, and other phenomena.
Interesting.
Spooky. So it's just like, and another thing with Mothman is like, people are like, oh yeah, he has supernatural powers. He can make me see things or do things, or some people think Mothman is an alien. Or like a spirit or an angel or devil or something supernatural and not just like a creature. What, you don't have any takes on that?
No. That's just like, I feel like those are the people that are taking a little too far for me. I don't know. I don't really believe in Mothman.
Right.
Like, I mean, the whole thing with the two couples, that when they saw them, like that kind of was like, oh yeah, that like something definitely happened there.
Right.
But it's like, what is it?
Right. Well, we do have some explanations as to what it could be.
Giant hawk.
Well, actually, the most popular explanation as to what Mothman could be was possibly a Sandhill Crane, which is a bird that is incredibly tall and have large wingspans, or like a large heron. Yeah. So like a really big bird.
A big bird.
A big bird.
Big
bird.
Yeah, video of him like knocking down
the door.
The
vine of Big Bird knocking down the door. That's what it is.
Imagine seeing that.
That's terrifying.
It'd be really terrifying. Big Bird kind of freaks me out, so.
Big Bird's a friend. That face! Oh my god!
It's like, you don't know that.
Big Bird is Mothman, confirmed.
It's like,
we turned into conspiracy theorists.
it's like the title of the episode. It's like, why I think Mothman is actually Big Bird from Sesame Street. Like,
oh my god.
it's like story time. Oh my god.
I'm done.
I'll take my leave. All right, let's go.
People cite the red glowing eyes to an owl, as the TNT area where Mothman has been sighted is near a bird sanctuary.
TNT mixing with some birds.
Radioactive birds. Ah!
Bingo. Another conspiracy theory. I'm sure that's probably what.
What is it with us and the conspiracy theories
I
today?
don't know. It's fun. I like conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I believe in it, but like it's funny to speculate.
Yeah, it's not even like popular conspiracy theories. We're just making up our own.
Literally, Big Bird.
Mothman? Big Bird? Oh my god. And then this is another one. This one's kind of stupid. Not kind of, but really.
Compared to the last ones? Okay, we'll see. I'm kidding.
Some believe that Mothman is an angel, or maybe even a demon. It could possibly be the product of a blood curse put upon the town by Chief Cornstalk, who was killed along with his son in the area. This theory is also attached to the Silver Bridge collapsing. I told you it was stupid.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
And Lee leaves the podcast.
Yeah.
It's just me now.
Yeah, I think you enjoy it. I'm kidding.
No,
I like being here.
You're my favorite host.
I'm your only host. I'm your co-host.
I would have Ricardo, but he's kind of silent. How we introduce you all to Ricardo? This is Ricardo. He just kind of chills there. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! No, Lee, no.
I'll do it someday. Let's see.
Lee abuses Ricardo.
That is right. When we first brought him home, I like ran him across the floor.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I think I like busted a rib laughing.
It really was so. Oh yeah.
I'm laughing just like
Yeah, this is Ricardo. He's great.
I love him. He's my son.
Yeah, he's your son. I just bought him the bow tie. That's funny.
Yes, we dress him. We're getting off topic.
Yeah. Okay.
But what were we talking
I
about?
don't know.
Oh yeah,
Toxic birds.
No. We were
Owl. That's what I remember.
No, we were talking about the fact that Mothman could either be an angel or a demon.
Oh! I completely it
Right.
was such a dumb theory that I just never, the second I heard it, it went whoop out the other ear.
Yeah, you went woo. Yeah.
I think that's so stupid. But I mean, if people believe it, okay, fine. It's
Right. Like
as long as you're not hurting people.
Yeah, like if you get ideas that Mothman is telling you to hurt someone, please don't do that. Maybe.
We don't like hurting people. I'll hurt Ricardo because he's not real. But
no, you will not.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, maybe an angel or a demon. Who knows?
That's just going too far, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just like.
Yeah, the most probable thing, or like, is the Sandhill Crane, because like I've seen pictures of it and I'm like, all right, but Sandhill Cranes are not populated, or they don't populate West Virginia, so right. I'm like, at least as far as I know,
right? So
I'm like,
there might be other big birds that could.
We keep going. Big Bird, Mothman. Yeah, I don't know, bro. So what do you think about Mothman? Like,
he's not real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he's just kind of like, it's just a sighting that got.
Oh, I forgot to say, he's been sighted not only in West Virginia,
Chicago. Yeah.
Why in Chicago? I don't know.
Yeah.
But people have been seeing them in Chicago.
That's so scary.
That was scary. Why did we do that? Oh my god.
We need someone to like analyze our brain.
I'm telling you, we have like a psychic link or something because we do that all the time.
Yep. It's scary. It's terrifying.
Oh, also in Ohio. He's been seen in Ohio, but that kind of makes sense because like
Ohio's like right there.
Yeah, Ohio is like right, like Point Pleasant, and then there's like the Ohio River, and then Ohio. I don't know what I was doing with my hands there, but
like, cause we were right at the TNT plant, and then we could have gone right to go up to Ohio.
Yep.
We were gonna get what, Steak and Shake?
Yeah.
Steak and Shake.
Yes, we got Steak and Shake. It was very good.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, that hot dog was good.
Oh, my hamburger.
I know, me too. But
yogurt.
I just like.
You're fine. I had
the chaos is unmatched in this video.
Y'all should have seen the beginning.
Blooper. Wait until we get to the bloopers episode.
That's gonna be great.
Woo-hoo.
We're gonna have so much fun.
But yeah, so you don't think Mothman's real?
Nah, I feel like he's just like the sighting. It's just kind of blown out of proportion or something.
Right.
Like, sure, maybe there's something, like, especially with the Men in Black, like, but that's where it is. It's like, oh, it could be, but like,
right. See, here's my thing.
Yeah.
I want him to be real. Because,
you
like...
love him?
Yes, I want him to sweep me away, but...
Yeah.
It's like, really? You know, when you look at it, it's like, really?
Yeah.
Honestly, like, unless they capture the Mothman and I see it with my own eyes, I can't really believe in this one.
Yeah. And it's sad because, like, he's, like, your favorite.
Yes, he's my favorite. And I'm like,
Like, why do you have to not be real?
Why, Mothman? Why?
Yeah, but if he was real, I feel like he's just a creature. I don't think he's like an alien or an angel or a demon.
Yes, I feel like if it is real, it's a mutant creature from the TNT plant. Or like a dude that got tested on in the TNT plant.
Got combined with a moth.
Yes.
Or a bird.
Yes.
Or maybe he did get combined with that bird that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm, like a Sandhill Crane or something? Yeah.
Because like maybe they brought it in from other parts of the world, you never know.
Right, so...
Conspiracies, man. It's Big Bird.
It's Big Bird. Yes. Conclusion from consulting the Cryptic, it's Big Bird and...
Just spray paint his coat black.
Yes, exactly. It's like emo Big Bird.
Emo Big Bird. Hey, it's you. I'm kidding. You're wearing the most color today, so it's...
Yes, I'm wearing a lot of color, except for my pants, so thank you very much.
Nice.
Well, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Consulting the Cryptic. We hope you liked it, and if you did like it, consider subscribing to our channel and liking this video, and we will see you all for the next episode. Bye! This is editing, Lee and Abigail.
Yeah.
We forgot to talk about something during the video. At the Mothman statue, when we went, behind the statue, there was...
A crate.
Yes, a crate full of cans of baked beans.
And other foods, but like mostly baked beans.
Yes. Does anyone know what this was? Was this like a shrine to Moth? Like a...
It's an offering.
An offering to Mothman?
Probably. I feel like. but we completely forgot to mention this because it was such an odd experience. Like,
Yeah. We just went there and they were baked beans.
Wait, you should talk about the video that Anna sent you about baked beans.
Oh yeah, my friend, it was either Anna or Gabby, I cannot remember, but sent me a TikTok of someone going to the Mothman statue. I think it was at night, and there was just an open can of baked beans sitting on the Mothman statue. And then we go to the Mothman statue.
There was a crate of baked beans.
Crate full of baked beans.
The can of baked beans, not just like baked beans, like.
Oh yeah, not just baked beans spilled out, but just can. A can full of baked beans. So I don't understand. If anyone could enlighten me about this, I would love to hear. But yes, all right. Goodbye.
Who's got beans?